Thanks, everyone. Seb, congrats. If you can walk us through the match today, what was the key?
Yeah, it was difficult, especially with the rain delay. A lot of time to think, a lot of time to just think about the match, and a lot of nerves coming out of that. And just happy to get through that when you started playing really well. And it was a difficult opponent.
On your left.
Hi, Sebastian. I would like to ask you about Carlos Alcaraz, your next rival. You know each other very well. 4 times you have played. What do you expect for the match? And are you a bit happier or a bit more confident with the set he lost against De Jong? Thank you.
And he's been one of the best clay quarters in the last couple of years, so it's obviously going to be very difficult. We've played probably 2 years ago to the day, a third round exactly, at a night match as well. So it's going to be a fun experience, and hopefully I can play some good tennis, and we'll see what happens.
How did you find the conditions today? And obviously, kind of been moved. There's been so much movement around, small court, all of that. How was it?
Yeah, it's I prefer it to be a lot hotter. It's better for me if it's warm, but ball wasn't flying too much. It's difficult on the serve, especially when the ball isn't moving around, and just happy to really kind of just stay mentally in there and come out on top.
I wanted to ask you as well about the challenge that you've had before of playing one of your heroes, Nadal, and that's something that's happening. We've seen quite a bit because players are playing for so long. How did you find that kind of dynamic of having to switch your brain from being like, oh, I love this guy, to, right, I need to go and beat this guy?
The first time I played him, it was obviously very difficult. He's one of the reasons why I play tennis. And, one of my dream matches was to play him here at the French Open. And, getting that opportunity at the beginning it was strange, because you've seen him so many times on TV, and then, he's across the net, and you're playing against him here in his home. He's dominated here his whole career, and it was obviously very difficult. But you get through that pretty fast, and you just try to beat him. But it's very difficult to play.
Were you able to do that when you were playing him? Have the normal kind of ferocious intensity and competitiveness that you would if you were playing any old player? Yeah,
I think after a good bit, it kind of just goes away. And, you want to try and win as much as against him or any opponent, really. Every match you go out there, you want to win, and very tough to do against him here. But yeah, it's hopefully get another opportunity soon.
Hi, Seb. I'm wondering, with time differences and your own day job, I don't know how easy or hard this might be, but I'm wondering how much you might have been able to follow your sister's recent run in her sport. Maybe watch some of it online or on TV. I don't know how much the two of you might interact in these days at all, and sort of what maybe sort of inspiration can you take from seeing her dominance of late?
Yeah, luckily and unluckily, I was out of the tournaments every time she was doing well. So, I always had the opportunity to watch her. I would always watch the last couple holes because I can't take watching it. It's just too nerve-wracking for me. And obviously, both of my sisters are my biggest inspirations. Just growing up around them, watching them, how hard they work their whole lives to be in the position that they're in. And it's a lot of fun watching her right now. She's such an unbelievable competitor. She'll do anything to win out there. She'll put her teeth into everything. She's a true warrior, and just watching her play right now, it's really inspiring to watch.
Hey, Seb, obviously you're a Floridian and an American, but with your European background and spending time here as a kid, do you think you had more exposure to this sort of tennis than other people just grow up completely in Florida, or when you were here, was it just sort of Christmas, family time, things like that? Yeah,
it was just Christmas and family, basically. We spent until I was around 10 years old, 6 months here, 6 months in the U.S. So obviously I have comfortable in Europe, but I didn't really play tennis too much in that period of time. So and also I didn't play my first tournament outside of Florida until I was 15 years old, besides the Easter Bowl in California, only because my sisters were playing one of their Grand Slams in Palm Springs, so it was like perfect timing for us to be there. I I stayed in Florida until I was 15, basically just playing tournaments, and then I started playing ITF juniors. So I would say I had the least amount of exposure to international competition until like a later age. But yeah, definitely my European side of my family, it definitely helps me being here. I'm quite comfortable. I don't mind staying over, throughout the whole clay court and grass court season. So it's pretty easy for me.
Any last questions?
Hi, Sebi. Can I ask you about Radek, your coach? How do you feel your cooperation is going, and are you satisfied with him?
Yeah, no, I'm not satisfied with any coach at all. Radek, we've been around each other for basically my whole life. My dad coached him for 15 so years, so it's he's family. He knows me better than anyone else out there, and I would say we've put in a lot of great hard work. It's been unfortunate that I had a wrist injury for so long, so you can't really do too much. But now, hopefully that's past us and we can put in some good work. And, we're definitely trending in the right way. We're playing some better tennis now and putting a lot more work on the tennis court, which is great. And, hopefully we can, have some better results in the near future.
Bit of a random question, but they don't want fans having alcohol in the stands here now to try to tamp down on things, I guess.
Get rowdy out here? Or, yeah.
Apparently. I'm just curious, as an athlete out there, an entertainer in many ways, what do you think of that kind of policy?
They're not smashing booze out there. I played in Australia on like one of their brand new courts that has a bar right next to it. It wasn't a fun experience. I've heard some stuff that weren't very nice, but yeah, I don't know I don't really know how to comment on that. I think they should do whatever they want, but it's hopefully not get too rowdy out there.